Hey everybody, Buzz here doing another first impressions video, this time on lines. Now, I find this game very relaxing, and the whole point is to fill in the lines of the pattern with your color. And there you get an opponent, and the winner just whoever has the most color on the pattern. So there's 250 levels spanned across 5 different modes, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. There's also patterns that you can download on the Steam Workshop, which is also really nice. So really the whole point of the game is to look at the pattern, decide where you want to place your points or cut your points or any mix of the combinations, or maybe draw a line kind of thing to get the most optimal color fill-in. So you'll also notice that there's background music, but it's not really there. It's a piano track that kind of adjusts as you go. So when you play a mode, like for example, point, as the colors fill in, it gets a lot more vibrant, is the best way to put it. So these are the gameplay modes that are available, and you have to get to a certain point where you gotta think it's 10 puzzles or so in each before you can unlock the next mode. So you have point, which is just place the dot and let it run. Eraser, which allows you to erase points, which is more interesting because you gotta really think about the pattern. Rope, which allows you to draw a line anywhere on the pattern from anywhere. So you can pretty much make a connection where there isn't one to, and again, enhance the amount of color that you can put onto the pattern. And then there's knife, which is you cut out sections of line to make it so you find the most optimal route for color fill-in. And then there's also mix, which you get to use all the various different modes, but in one. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate each mode, starting with point. Now, I'm just going to pick a random level here to give you guys an idea. Oh yeah, let's do tracks. So how this works is you can see the colors here. Now I want to place my 2 points to where I can get more color fill-in than they will. And that'll be a challenge because I have to think, okay, well this is going to go here and then down here and fill in all of this, while this is going to counter that. So where would be another optimal point? Because this is going to let me get all the way through here. So I'm going to go ahead and place it here as well. And I just barely got that one. So that's pretty much how point works. You just fill in the pattern, and I've done some levels great, some levels not so great, and they're win streaks, which is also nice, and daily challenges. So I have to place 1 point to optimally fill in as much of this as I can. So I'm gonna guess there. Which, oh, nope. Nope, didn't get it on that run, which is fine, but as also in the background, as you heard, the piano it's very faint in the beginning, and then it just gets louder. So here's another attempt to try to maximize the amount of color I get, but I think blue, yep, blue still has it. So we'll just go on to eraser mode now. And again, it's a different set of patterns. And I haven't finished all of these levels yet, it seems. Ooh, let's do the fox. So now, with this mode, I have to remove one of these points to fill in the maximum. Now, I'm the green color up here. You'll also notice that if I fail this level and replay it, my points should actually change. So in this case, I won. But on the next one, we'll play it again, just so I can show you. My points are changed. I have one up here, and I have one down here. So you gotta think even more. How am I gonna maximize my color palette? And in this case, I did not pick very well. So, rope. Again, I don't think I've played all of these levels just yet. But here we go, an abstract puzzle. I have to tie 2 ropes and I am teal. So I want to tie one. Why can I? Oh, there it goes. And I want to go to there, because that'll give me more to fill in. And that's how rope works. Knife. And this is the one you get to cut out. It's the tutorial. We don't need to do the tutorial for each one. Do pyramid. So now I have to cut 2 lines to make it so I maximize the points. And on this one, I'm going to go ahead and cut here and here. Now, as you can see, I pretty much made it so they can't come in. And it's... Oh, wait. I read that wrong. That was the wrong color. Cut there and cut there. But this concept is the same. I did that backwards. But you get the point of how cut works. And now we have mix. Now this will let me... We'll do... Let's play a level I haven't done. Oh, this one looks good. We'll... Cornered. So now I have eraser, rope, and cut. So my first thing is I have to remove a point. I am this color here, so I want to remove... I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. And now I have a rope. So I want to drag this to there, and now I have to cut. And I'm going to cut here. So this should, in theory, let me win. And that's really all Lines is a whole bunch of puzzles to have fun with. It's nice and relaxing. And all you need is your mouse. You don't even need to use the keyboard if you don't want to. And it's great. So, do I recommend it? If this is your kind of game, where you just want, a relaxing game, you can just pick it up and play it whenever you want. A lot of levels that'll keep you busy for a while. You got the 5 different game modes as well. And each puzzle changes if you fail it or pass it, the positions change. One thing there's a couple things I don't like about it, however, and they're minor, is the options menu is pretty much sound on or off, your language controls, full screen, night and day mode, which pretty much all it does is just change the color. You have anti-aliasing and you have vertical sync, but you don't really need it for for a game like this. The other thing is there's no sound sliders. It's straight on or off. And that's it. It does have Twitch integration. I did not test it. I assume it works. You just, fill in all of your information here and it'll pretty much you play against your audience. The audience kind of tells you what you have to do and you're locked into it. At least that's what the synopsis says. I personally haven't yet to play it. There is also a level editor. It lets you create your own levels. Which, I don't know how this actually works. But, it's there if you want to actually use it. And that's Lines. It's that simple of a game. I highly recommend it. It is available on Steam. So, until the next time.